Hi guys! I wanted to jump on here and talk a little nerdy with you. I thought this would be a good opportunity to discuss one of my favorite topics, the brain. So you may or may not know, but I'm an infant mental health specialist and I started offering baby massage. So I'm teaching caregivers how to massage their babies. And there's a whole myriad of reasons why baby massage is good, but one of my favorites is what it does for the brain, how it helps the brain develop, how it strengthens the brain. I just love it. It's a bunch of good stuff, and it's a fun way to do it too. So today what I'll talk a little bit about is what I would see with older children that would come into my practice and why I feel baby massage and helping with them at that level can really help in the beginning so that we have a better result. So sometimes I'd get kiddos come into my practice. Parents would say that they had difficulty calming down. Maybe their tantrums were really extreme. Maybe they had difficulty sitting still at home or in the classroom. Just all sorts of things like that. And, what that really came down to is their inability to self-regulate, self-soothe. So when you're calm, you're regulated, you're soothed, but when you're dysregulated, you're all over the place, and maybe your emotions are all over the place. Maybe you're having a tantrum or whatever it is, but your body isn't settled, and you can't take in any information when you're in that state of mind. And so my job was to help teach them about their brains and how they could get themselves to calm down. I've taught children as young as 3 years old about their brain because I feel like it's really important for kiddos to understand what's going on in their body, because when they understand what's going on inside, it starts to click and make sense to them, and they actually get excited about how they can make it better. So I have this little drawing here. You'll see this is our brain, and there is an owl that I like to call the wise owl, and there's a doggy right here. Now the doggy lives in the part of the brain that is called the amygdala. That's also where our fight, flight, or freeze zone is. Then we have the wise owl who lives in the prefrontal cortex. That's right here. And that's where all of our problem solving is. How can we figure things out? How can we do some math homework? How can we make some friends? Or how can we calm down so that we can do X, Y, and Z? That's this part of the brain. Well, going back to the dog with the fight, flight, or freeze. Well, what happens when a dog is scared? Or when a dog wants to protect? They might start barking, going crazy, setting off all the alarms because they want to protect. They want to be a guard dog, and they want to keep you safe. Our brain is trying to do the same thing. Our brain is programmed to keep us safe. You may not know what the threat really is, but when it's set off, that guard dog starts to go off. And do you think the wise owl can hear what's going on if the guard dog is being loud and barking? Nope. Wise owl can't hear any information. So it's the same thing with when a kiddo is mad, angry, having a tantrum, or maybe they're freezing and just staring at you blankly. If this part of the brain is going off and you're trying to tell them to calm down or give them a direction in what to do, they can't hear anything you're saying because this wise owl can't hear over the guard dog. So that's what's happening in the brain. So I spent a lot of time, I would teach families and children how to calm down, coping skills, when we're feeling angry like that, what can we do to calm our bodies? Or, if we need to sit in class and listen, what can we do to calm our body so that we can pay attention and take in that information from the teacher? So I would teach different strategies. The thing that I love about baby massage is that we're getting this started from the get-go. We're really trying to strengthen the systems that are going to help the baby develop skills to be able to calm down, to be able to focus, to be able to regulate their bodies. See, we have two nervous systems that are really responsible for this. We have the parasympathetic nervous system and then sympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is sometimes called the rest and digest. This is the part of the body system that can calm, can regulate, and all of those things. And then we have the sympathetic nervous system that is automatically fight, flight, or freeze. So that's the system that's going to be stimulated and go off when it needs to go into protection mode. But we need the parasympathetic system to kick in to calm that down. When we do baby massage, we are strengthening the parasympathetic nervous system because we are in a relaxing environment. We are letting the baby know that they are safe. We're stimulating that system, and we are also releasing oxytocin. And oxytocin is that really wonderful love hormone. You may have heard of it called the love hormone or the bonding hormone, but it's also a very relaxing hormone. And so that's the system that we're strengthening when we do this baby massage. And if it's strengthened when they are babies, that's going to carry on throughout their life. So you might have a toddler that, yes, is going to have tantrums because toddlers do that. It's a perfectly normal thing, but they might be able to tap into that parasympathetic nervous system a lot easier. Same thing with when they go to school and they're struggling with a friend, or they're struggling to focus and listen to the teacher. They're going to be able to tap into that parasympathetic nervous system a lot more easier because you strengthened it from the very beginning. And it just goes on and on and on. You just have them with the ability to tap into a calming system. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit about the brain, because there is so much more about the brain that I can talk about, and I'll probably do more videos about it just because it's a little easier to explain it in a video than in a post because it gets really long. And sometimes I get to offer more of this information in this way because when I'm doing the baby massage, I get to leave little tidbits and talk about some of these things when I'm helping you massage your baby. But when I'm doing it this way, I really get to get nerdy with you and give you all of this information. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop a question in my DMs or in the comments, and maybe I can address it in another video.